What's going on, guys? It is your boy Runnerman15, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how I was able to get a win in the Eliminator game mode in Forza Horizon 5 for the chicken dinner trophy. Now, if you don't know what the Eliminator game mode is, basically it's a battle royale. It's like Fortnite pretty much, just with, you know, cars, and instead of eliminating the other players, you race them to eliminate them, I guess. Also, you have to get a win in the Eliminator game mode for the platinum trophy for this game on PlayStation. So if you guys want this juicy platinum for Forza Horizon 5, you will have to get this win. Now, at first this seems pretty easy. You're like, oh, okay, you know, it can't be that hard to get a win in this game mode, right? Well, I would say getting a win in this game mode requires a lot more luck than it does skill, but it does require both. So it is pretty difficult. I grinded this for quite a bit, and in today's video, I'm going to go over how I was able to win and also give you guys some tips and tricks for winning in this game mode. Now, as you saw in the beginning there, I did pick up this Ford Cosworth, so I typically like to drop around the stadium area. There are better areas to drop at on the map, but I like dropping at the stadium, usually near the stadium or literally right at it. Also, I will be posting a link to a guide in the description below for anyone to see if you guys want to look at that. It's pretty much a full-blown, more detailed guide for the Eliminator, and it's great to reference, and there is a map that the creator of the guide actually made for all of the final ending zones that is extremely useful and actually helped get me this win. So typically when I first start off my Eliminator matches, I like to try and find as many car drops as possible to try and get a higher level car. If you can find at least one car drop and then go challenge someone near you, you should be able to upgrade your car. The sooner you challenge someone, the less likely they are to have been, the less likely they are to have a better car than you. So if you challenge someone off rip, or if you challenge someone directly after getting a car, you're more likely to win. Now, typically when you're playing the Eliminator, when you're just driving around, you want to be sticking to the outside of the ring, or at least the outside, not outside of the ring, but the edge of the ring, I should say. How the head-to-head races work in this game mode is when you challenge someone to a head-to-head race, it'll place a random race finish location that you have to drive to actually beat this person. So if you get there first, you beat them, you can either take their car or you can upgrade your own car if your car is like a higher level than their car. Now, the location for the ends of these head-to-head races is actually not random, and you can manipulate the outcome of the race heavily if you stick on the outer edge of the ring. If you're driving on the edge of the ring and you start a head-to-head race, the end of the race is more likely to be towards the center of the ring. So if you position yourself towards the end of the ring, or the edge of the ring, my bad, if you start a head-to-head race out there, 99% of the time, the end of the race is going to be towards either the center of the ring or directly across the ring from where you're at. This just makes it a lot easier to predict where the end of the race is going to be, and allows you to control the race a little bit more than the other person will. Typically, you want to stay at the edge of the ring, but you don't want to be in the middle of the ring. If you're in the middle of the ring and someone challenges you, the ending to the race could literally be in any direction, so it is a lot harder to predict where the end of the race is going to be, and the person that is more aligned towards the end of the race first is more likely to win. So that's why I recommend just staying on the edge of the ring. Now here, I wasn't able to find anyone in close proximity to me, and I was only finding car drops, and pretty much was just leveling up my car one after the another. And right now I'm just looking for someone to race, or I'm trying to look for a car drop. Since it's been a little bit longer into the match now, I'm assuming that people will probably have a lot higher level cars than me, so I just try and play it safe, and I'm literally just looking for car drops to try and upgrade my car more and more. Now, this isn't the best strategy, considering if you race people, you can upgrade your car rarity a lot faster than just searching for car drops. However, if you're very lucky, you can actually score a very high rarity car off of one of these car drops. But for me, I didn't get that lucky. I finally upgraded to a level 5. I was literally every single car drop, I was upgrading my car by one rarity. So, and by the way, the rarities actually don't determine how good the car is. I mean, they do for the most part, but cars that are one rarity apart can actually be better. So for instance, if I have like a level 4 car, some level 4 cars are better than some of the level 5 cars, and vice versa. So the guide that I had mentioned that I said that I would link in the description should break down the different car types and what cars you generally want to use. Typically, you're going to want something that's going to be good for off-road, but also has good straight line speed. For the final ring, you're probably going to want something really fast, but while you're in just rampaging around the ring racing people, you'll typically want a good off-road car. And then towards the end of the match, when you go for the final race, so at the end of the match, there'll be the final circle, the head-to-head races will be disabled, and then everyone who's left remaining in the match will be pitted against each other for one final race. Whoever makes it to that race first wins the whole game. So you want to find something that's good with straight line speed and very quick, as a lot of the exits that you want to take for these final rings are typically on the road. So I got very lucky in this match that you are watching right now. This match is a match that I actually won, and these two people were racing, and then this guy decided to chase after me. He doesn't actually catch up to me till later, but pretty much you typically want to be racing as many people as possible to try and upgrade your car, or you can play it safe if you do find a high rarity car in one of these car drops. But for me, I was only able to get up to a level 5, so I really wanted to be trying to race other people, but as you can see, no one else apart from that guy was chasing me. That guy was closer to the center of the ring, so I didn't really want to challenge him, as I felt like I would probably lose this, but I started leading him outside of the ring. That way I can position myself to be perfectly aligned towards the center of this ring, and this guy comes out of nowhere. Dude literally spawned in next to me. I have no clue where that guy came from, but he decided to challenge me first. That's okay, because he has a lower rarity car than me. So basically, I just take this straight line all the way to the finish. Since my car is a little bit faster, I was able to beat this guy, and I was able to upgrade my car past this level 5 Ford Focus. Really, when you're doing head-to-head races, you just want to make sure that you don't crash into anything. That is the biggest thing that can ruin your head-to-head races. If you crash into like a tree or to like a random structure or something, you're pretty much out of the race. I mean, unless the other person messes up equally as bad or worse, you're pretty much done for. So I got the Chola right here, and this car's kind of I mean, it's decent for off-road, but I think this car's kind of mid. But as you can see, this car actually fares pretty well against the next person that I'm going to race here in a minute. So right here, I saw this guy kind of driving towards me, and I wanted to try and challenge this dude because I saw he was in a kind of a lower rarity car that was going to be slower, and I already had more speed than him, and I was going towards the center of the ring already, so I knew I was going to win this most likely as long as I didn't crash. So this was the perfect opportunity to upgrade past this car. Like I said, this is a decent car, but I didn't really want this for the final ring. It wasn't going to have the top speed that I really wanted, and for the final ring, I really wanted something like, obviously, I would love the Mercedes AMG 1. That's pretty much the best car that you can get. It's not the best for off-roading, but it is the best for like straight line speed and racing on the roads and stuff. So I got this easy dub on this guy right here. After I beat this guy, the car I can upgrade to is a solid white line of text. And you're probably like, what the hell is that car? Well, it is the Ferrari Spa racing car. Now, this car is pretty decent. It's not the best car that you can get, and obviously it's only a rarity 7, but you can definitely easily win with this car. Now, right here, I'm checking my mini-map because I want to see where the final ring is. So right now, this is the final ring, and I looked at the map, and I'll show a picture of the map on screen real quick. So I was in this ring, and as you can see, I needed to be positioned on this highway, and I needed to exit out of the ring this way. So if you don't know how the final race works, typically you're in the final ring, and the heads-to-heads will be disabled, as you can see on screen, and once the timer clicks down, the end race location will be placed. Now, all of these guys were lacking. Those two guys behind me should have been heading towards the end of this strip already, but I was able to catch him lacking. This guy was heading the complete opposite direction. I don't know what that guy was doing, but as you can see, there are two people that were actually ahead of me. This guy was in the aerial Nomad, I think it is. That car's kind of ass, so, but there was this guy in front of me with this car that was slightly faster than the Ferrari, so I knew I probably wasn't going to catch up to him. I was going to have to get pretty lucky in order to beat this guy. Now, I positioned myself at the very end of this highway so I could bring up speed, and immediately I started racing towards the exit location for this ring, as this is the most likely location of the race, the most likely direction the final race will be in. This guy in the Lamborghini speeds past me because his car is a lot faster, so now I'm in third place. I'm not feeling very confident. I'm gonna have to get very lucky on the exit because we will have to leave the highway. As you can see, the race is off-road, and this part we're pretty much equal, as none of these cars are really good for off-roading. So as you can see, all three of us, we leave the highway. We're racing towards the end of the race, and as you can see, once we all take this jump, we all bonk into the same exact tree. The guy behind me that isn't able to recover, and the dude in the Lamborghini shoots way past the final race. That dude threw, and I was able to get the win for this match. So there you go. I got extremely lucky at the end, and that's part of the whole thing for the Eliminator. You need to get lucky. Okay, there is a little bit of skill involved, and there is actually a skill gap for this game mode, but a lot of it is luck. So for instance, this win, I got very lucky. There was two faster cars than me. They both crashed worse than I crashed, and I was able to go away with the win. So the three tips that I can offer for winning your Eliminator matches are just staying on the edge of the ring at all times, or you can even stay outside of the ring. For head-to-head races, the race destination will never be outside of the actual circle. So if you're on the outside of the ring, you can do the same thing like you're on the edge of the ring. You can just aim towards the center of the circle, and pretty much 9 times out of the 10, the end race location for your head-to-head races will be towards the center or on the opposite side of the ring. So that's another tip that I can give. Also, you know, just stay on the edge of the ring if you're trying to actually race against people. That is also very important. You want to be upgrading your cars as much as possible, as you can win with a level 1 car. That is entirely possible. It is extremely unlikely that you'll win with a level 1 car, but like I said, it is still possible. But to give yourself better odds, a better chance at winning, you want to try and upgrade your car to something very fast. Now, there are some cars to avoid for the final ring. Most off-road focused cars aren't going to be super fast in a straight line speed. They aren't going to have the best top speed. They will be faster off-roads, but to be honest, you'll probably be beaten by like an AMG 1 or something. I was lucky in this match. No one had the AMG 1. Someone had this level 8 rarity car, and then this Lamborghini. But that was about it. Those were the fastest cars. I was able to keep up with them somewhat and secure the win. And finally, the final tip that I can give is just having good positioning for the end ring. I wouldn't have won this match if I didn't have the best possible position. And as you can see, those other 3 people were thinking the same exact thing. These guys are probably sweats, or they just, you know, had the map open on their phone or something and did the same thing that I did. The rest of these guys, I don't know what the hell they were doing. They went the complete opposite direction. The other 2 guys in the back just weren't moving. They were just AFK back there. Another tip is for the actual final race, you can actually exit the ring early before the final race starts. You can exit it at around 4 seconds, as this won't, I think it's like 3 to 4 seconds. If you leave the ring 3 to 4 seconds early, you will still be alive by the time the final race starts. Once the final race starts, the actual ring will go away, so you don't have to worry about dying or being eliminated, I guess. And this will just basically allow you to get out of the ring a little bit quicker ahead of everyone else, but most of the time someone will already do this. So the best tip I can give is just having the best possible position for the final ring. Other than that though, that was my win. I wish you all luck with this trophy because I grinded the Eliminator for hours before I was able to get this, okay? I played about 10 hours straight one day and I was not able to get a single win. I got close a couple of times, but to be honest, a lot of it was me being unlucky and a lot of it was also just me kind of throwing and being garbage. So you want to be good, but at the same time, you have to be lucky as well. Other than that though, if you guys enjoyed today's video, be sure to smash that like button. Let me know if this video helped you guys at all. I know this trophy is going to be infuriating. It might be a deal breaker for most, as this is easily the hardest trophy in the Forza Horizon 5 trophy list. And it easily takes the platinum difficulty from a 3 out of 10 to like a 7 out of 10 at the least. So yeah, let me know if you guys already got a win in this game mode. Let me know if you guys got this trophy. Let me know if you guys have any other tips. Other than that, if you guys enjoyed today's video, like I said, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you want to see more content like this. I want to give a quick shout out to my channel member, the good guy Chris. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for being a channel member. If you guys want to get access to exclusive perks, click the link in the description below and you can check out my channel membership. Other than that though, I'm RunnerMan15. This is one out of many Forza Horizon 5 videos I'm going to make because I got to pay back the $100 somehow, right? Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.